but you're going to help me answer some visitor questions. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay, so here,
Are these questions that they wrote for me, or?
Well, here's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, we have 2 visitor centers. People call us, text us, they email us.
Right, real time, right now.
They do. Well, I mean, they did this past week. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I write them down on this piece of paper, and then I say, okay, my next victim's got to answer them.
Let's do it.
So the section's called We Get Questions.
All right.
First one we got, these British people came in, and they asked, we would like to visit both Sonoma and Napa Valleys in one day. Can we do that, and how?
Yes, you can. I'm going to assume that they are wine tasting. My recommendation is case of water
Right,
and
taste yourself.
3 tastings tops.
That's good. That's good insight. That's
3
right.
tastings tops.
That's it.
And don't be afraid to throw it away.
Yeah.
Because I get it. Wine sneaks up on you when you're mixing wines, and I think people underestimate that. And just be safe around here, huh?
That's good. And I appreciate that. That's right. So you can do it. And then, so people who don't know, Sonoma and Napa Valleys are right next to each other. We're parallel. Yep. There's mountains between us. Depending on how you want to pronounce it, the Mayacamas, the Mayacamas. And
I know the head winemaker at Mayakama.
Oh, do you?
Braden Albrecht.
See?
Yeah.
Braden, give us some wine.
Ian Albrecht is my associate head coach. He's one of my
that's
best
why I
friends.
can do it there.
Yeah.
So some people will go over the mountains, Trinity Road, Cave Dell Road. Those are kind of brutal. Other people will just go back and forth in the southern part of the valley, but you can definitely do both Sonoma and Napa. But you know what you should just do? Just do Sonoma Valley.
Yeah.
And if you're here like on a Friday in the fall, go to a football game.
Yeah.
That sounds like a thing to do.
There we go.
Or if they're here before, get some chocolate.
Yeah.
At the Chocolate Cow.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's another question. Are there any wineries that have tours on how they make wine, but we don't have to taste the wine? We're not really wine drinkers. We're just interested in learning about it. Are there any wineries with tours?
Yeah. No, it's a winery that, I went to school with her back in the days, the Klein family.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't sell out either. They're all home family.
Right. Which Klein kid did you go to school with?
Hillary Klein.
Hillary Klein. Okay.
Yeah. Totally, but I know Fred and Nancy, and they come in the shop every so often, and always supported the high school. And I'm sure they do tours over there, right? Yeah. I mean, and Jacuzzi,
Jacuzzi's a great spot.
Great spot.
You don't have to drink wine to visit a winery.
Yeah.
No, it's sort of like you can walk into the Chocolate Cow, and you don't have to buy chocolate because you sell gelato and ice cream.
Exactly.
So you can do other things.
And free water. Here, hydrate a little bit.
You know what? You guys do have free water, which I appreciate.
I take pride in keeping that cold.
I have a question. Is that coming from your football background, or just because people eat ice cream and chocolate in their mouth?
It's just the thing where kids, they're running around, experiencing, on their bikes, and they need cold water. And it's just, everyone knows about the Chocolate Cow water hole.
They do. It's so funny. And I do have to give major credit to you and your family.
Yeah.
Every time I walk down that little alleyway where Chocolate Cow is, just off First Street East on the Plaza, there's a bunch of kids with their bikes. Oh, yeah. They're hanging out, and you're not like chasing them away. You're encouraging them. They're hanging out there having a good time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the kids, I tell them when, they're starting to figure out that I'm the varsity coach as well. I'm like, do you appreciate that I keep that water cold?
Just wait.
Just checking them a little bit.
Wait until you're doing some running.
Yeah. Just making sure they appreciate it.
Here's another one. We heard that you can do a walking tour of the Sonoma Plaza. Can you tell me more about that? Are there any walking tours that you know of?
Yeah. I know there's this lady, Sherry, who does it.
Okay.
There's Randall, but I think they come from the city. You handle the touring, correct?
Right.
At the Sonoma.
Right.
I mean, I almost have to thank you because someone did this 2 years ago, just from my observation. There are buses from people from all over the world getting dropped off, and someone is saying, go to the Chocolate Cow. Because, when one of the person from the bus gets an ice cream there, it's like they all follow. And this is on like a random Tuesday, and I'm like, who do I got to thank for orchestra? Because we have such a beautiful town, obviously. And I don't know. It's just like random times where we just get tour groups of, And it's just like, wow, clap it up, whoever figured that out.
Well, we thank you. We try to, when the buses come, we try to greet them.
Sure.
And we always tell the drivers, if you text us ahead of time, we'll have visitor guides and maps ready for you. And then what we really try to do, if it, like say it's 72 people coming, what often happens is they all go to the same restaurant and the restaurant gets slammed. So what we try to do is go, okay, you two go here, you two go there, and move people around.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're an easy thing to recommend to people.
Yeah, and that's a cool thing about the name itself, the chocolate cow. You remember
so smart. It was so smart.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can absolutely do a walking tour of the plaza. There's some that are guided by people who do that. There's actually one that does a food and tasting, walk around and do food and wine. There's others are self-guided. We've even got we've got the historic sites of the plaza, little pamphlet you can get if you're into history. And one of our volunteers, Travis, made it for us and stuff. So there's all sorts of ways to take a walking tour of the plaza. It's free. It's an open plaza. Although, what's funny, in some other countries, plaza means a mall. So people think if it's a shopping mall, but a plaza is just a Spanish word for park.
Yeah.
You better learn that before you go to Spain.
Well, if we got any active, visitors here, I can take you through some gym workouts. We'll put you through the route tree.
Oh my gosh.
And then we'll finish it off with a little wine tasting and Inoteca wine bar maybe.
and some cold water.
And some, I'm
you should
available
totally
for that.
Oh my gosh, that could be your side business. I know you're not busy.
You got to exercise in the morning.
You would
then
totally
go enjoy your
get
day.
People doing workouts with the football coach before you go.
For Spain, that's the first thing I asked. I'm like, do I have access to a gym? I'm just looking for just 20 minutes.
No, I think what you do there is you lift tinned fish and jamon and...
She's like, no, we're walking. I'm like, oh, geez.
Yeah,
walking.
Oh, man. Well, okay, so that's really good. Here we go. Next question we got. I have a friend from Colorado visiting who likes to go hiking, and I don't have any weekend plans, but I can't have her sleeping on my couch for 2 days doing nothing. What should we do?
Bartholomew.
Yeah, Bartholomew Park.
Yeah, Bartholomew. And go through the gate. And something I like to do is I run it with my buddy Ian. We're actually going to maybe even do it today.
Really?
Yeah. And we time it.
How long is the loop roughly?
We go gate to gate. I don't know. We just go by clock.
Okay.
And you kind of learn the terrain of
it's trail running.
Yeah. And it's a good pump. And it's very beautiful, and it's not too crowded there.
No.
I mean, no, it's kind of secret. Or the bike path, just walk the bike path.
That's a good one. The Sonoma bike path.
Totally.
That goes from Sebastiani Winery all the way to almost the Springs. So it goes for about 2 miles.
Yeah.
And you can go past a lot of neat things and stop like that. And you stop at the chocolate cup.
And then you do the loop,
Oh, yeah. See, you got the whole thing. See, I think you got a whole new side hustle here. I know you have plenty of time. Final question we got. We are visiting Sonoma soon and like to play bocce. Where can we find some bocce ball courts?
It's right behind Arnold Field. Everyone knows that. That's a huge club or something.
Yeah.
They do it, every Sundays, I believe, in the summertime?
Sundays. There's also a Friday crew.
Okay.
And you know where so for those, if you leave the plaza, you go north a block and a half and by Arnold Field or by Depot Park or where the farmer's market is on Friday. I do think... And I hope they don't get shut down, but I think some of these old people are hustling.
Oh, no, there's side bets for sure.
100% think.
Oh my God. Yeah. Bring your cash.
Because I was walking through one and some guy was very upset. I'm like, well, you're a little more upset beyond. And another guy said, that's 50. I'm like, oh, that was a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So bocce. Do you know how to play bocce?
I've played. I'm still moving good though. I'll play that when I can't move anymore.
It's one of those sports that you can play with a drink in your hand, like horseshoes.
Sure.
But the serious guys, they're into it. It involves a white ball called a polino. You throw it. You got to play the ball and you get close enough to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Other places other than Depot Park, Landmark Winery has bocce.
Oh, yeah.
Larson Family Winery, Abbott's Passage, Imagery.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Annaba. And Annaba's got pickleball too. Mm-hmm. You gotten into pickleball yet?
No.
Not your thing. Did you ever play paddle sports?
Yeah, I'm really good at ping pong.
Are you really?
And everyone says they're good at ping pong, but I'm really good at ping pong. I don't lose, so.
Really?
Yeah, if my life was on the line, I would pick ping pong.
For real?
Yeah, I don't lose,
Like for real? Like
all my players do. Like, oh, we'll play in ping pong. And we bring it out one day as an interactive, just beat everyone. And
Do they have it as a sport at the high school?
no, they got tables there,
They
so
should.
like sometimes we surprise them and have a interactive day.
So
of
my
ping pong.
my son's in college, got way into ping pong.
Yeah,
So much so he started calling it table tennis.
sure.
And where he works out, Airport Club up there in Santa Rosa, he met some guys who were like,
Oh, yeah.
into ping.
Yeah.
Like this guy had a return machine, and he had a whole thing. And he came back and goes, "Dad, I thought I was good, but
I know. Yeah,
this old man was like kicking my butt."
I know. It's yeah. I wouldn't be that level, but which I probably win 98, 97% of the time. There's
you're
only
in
one of my friends that can get me.
Really?
Yeah.
We should put ping pong tables in the plaza one day.
It's a good mind exercise, I'll tell
really
you.
is.
Yeah, like you get mentally fatigued if you play too many games of it.
Yes.
Similar to like playing chess or something.
Yes.
You know.
It's because it requires a lot of attention.
Sure.
Whereas, like running, you can like kind of let your mind go.
Yeah.
And you're physically doing stuff.
Yeah.
But with ping pong, you're always it's micro twitching, right? Back and
Totally.
forth.
I really believe in that, actually. I like to, say you're feeling foggy, go shoot the basketball. Learn depth. It makes you sharp.
That's a good
you
point.
know? Yeah. Doing things that make you sharp. Like, I don't know.
Keeps your brain functioning and stuff like that.
I think so.
No,
yeah.
I like that. That's
For me, it's throwing the football.
Right,
So, yeah.
that's your thing. Well, it's funny with the pickleball players. They're legion. Their numbers are growing. They're serious, but it is a really fun sport.
Mm-hmm.
And I played tennis a lot, and then I didn't. And then I went back to play pickleball a little bit. I'm like, oh, this is so much fun.
Yeah.
I got to get more into it because now I watch them, but now I'm intimidated by them because they're like these older people and they have outfits,
Yeah.
and they're like, they got
Legit.
everything. Yeah.
Are there courts around here now, or not really?
There's a couple. They're building
in
some
Santa
at
Rosa.
Larson. A lot in Santa Rosa. And but like I said, Napa Winery has pickleball at their winery there, and a couple. The farm, and their name escapes me. They've got some too, and they're building some in the Springs.
Yeah.
And I think that construction's already starting. So maybe by the time this podcast comes out next week, they'll be done, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
but they'll be there.
Yeah.
Max, you answered all the questions right.
Oh, wow.
So now, in addition to making chocolate and coaching football, you can volunteer at the visitor center.
Hey, happy to do it. Anytime.
Sign right up.